Saturday was a grind here at the Trump National Golf Club, but with 15 players within 5 strokes of the lead, it's all set up for a thrilling championship Sunday. Mito Pereira's birdie on 18 gave him a 1-stroke lead on the individual pylon and sent his Torquay team 3 strokes clear of Stinger and the Range Goats. But Mito will have to work for his crown. Harold Varner, Henrik Stenson and Kevin Na are snapping at his heels. And other major winners, Brooks Koepka, Cam Smith, Bryson DeChambeau and Patrick Reed are all within striking distance. Troy with Harold Varner III and Dante Stallworth. Troy, you're down there with Dante now.
I am. It's LIV Golf. You never know who you're going to run into. Talk about your first time at a LIV event.
This has been great. It's been a great experience. I've had a lot of fun. Kind of watching the guys on the first tee box here right by this clubhouse that I'm at. Taking it in, Club 54, taking it in. You know, there's good food in there, good drinks, and good atmosphere, and that just kind of reverberates throughout what this whole tournament has been, and especially, you know, here in DC, it's been a lot of fun. I've had a great time. And this is the last day, so everybody's ready to go, and I'm excited. I can't wait to watch.
All right, real quick, who do you want to win?
Well, I'm pulling for the
Individual.
aces. Individually, I'm pulling for Harold. I think Harold's going to pull it out. He's been consistent all week, all tournament. Harold, we're waiting for you, brother. Do your thing.
Here's Brooks Koepka. For birdie at 17, you saw Kevin Na chipping in there. He's the early mover up to 8 under par. And how about that for Brooks Koepka? He goes to 4 under.
Brandon Grace out at number 3 for a birdie on his first. It's easy for us, Arlo, to lose sight of the team competition when there's so many players fighting it out for the individual, but the players don't lose sight of it.
Brandon Grace certainly doesn't lose sight of it. Stinger go to 17 under, 1 behind Torquay.
Louis who's chasing out at 2, way back short of the bunker, in the rough. A lot of green with which to work and a lot of contour on it, but that's unpredictable with a 9-iron.
Oh yes. What a start for Louis.
Elsewhere, Scott Vincent of the Ironheads. His 3rd shot at the par 4, 8th. That'll do nicely for Scott Vincent as the Ironheads, who were co-leaders after day 1 in the team competition.
Oh, lovely long bunker shot from Brooks.
Andy Ogletree on the tee at 4, playing his reserve this week and playing very well.
Well, he subbed in for the final day last week and carded a 62 a couple of weeks ago in Tulsa. He's only 1 off the lead here.
That's going to be best in show for the entire day right there on that hole.
Elsewhere, there are 2 Vincents out there. Here's a substitute, Kieran Vincent, Scott's brother. This is tee shot at 15. He's representing Smash GC with the Koepka brothers, and that is simply glorious. James Pyatt, who was in 2nd place after an opening round 66. This could be a terrific start for him to Championship Sunday. That was for birdie at 6, and he's still in the mix.
Cam Smith has this for eagle.
I spoke to his sports psychologist, Jonah Oliver. Talked a lot about why he's such a great putter out here. A lot of people don't think that he feels any sort of emotions because he's just so calm on the outside, but Jonah tells me he feels everything. It's just that he does control the behavior, and that's why they spend a lot of time on the putting green with speed putting. So it doesn't matter how he feels. Competence of his speed and lag putting is always going to be reliable.
Oh, Cam Smith, he's at it again. What an extraordinary golfer this man is. We've had 6 separate champions in 6 events so far. In 2023, here's Bubba, captain of the Range Goats.
It's a difficult 2nd shot at 11. Oh, and that flag's in an awkward spot too. That's a beauty. Bubba now for the Range Goats at 11.
They draw a shot closer to Torquay and Stinger. Well, we'll go up to the 5th green here, and Sebastian Munoz for birdie. This would give Torquay the outright lead, and that is fabulous from Munoz, who's still in the hunt for the individual title. He's within a shot of the leaders. Torquay leads Stinger by 1 as well.
Good shot. See if Brooks can take advantage of the third, the par 5. That was right at the flagstick too. Must have looked good in the air.
Brooks for eagle out at 3. But he would go on to make the birdie. Bryson playing his second at number 8.
There are 70s in rounds 1 and 2 for Bryson, 4 under par, and he remains 4 under par for the competition. But for how long? Give himself a birdie opportunity there.
Fantastic shot from the rough.
Bryson DeChambeau for birdie at 8.
Bryson on 5 under par.
It's Jed Morgan. This out at number 16. His approach on the 450-yard par 4.
Oh! Well, there's a couple of good ones.
Elsewhere, Richard Bland having another solid tournament. He is 5 under par after this birdie at 3. The Cleeks are struggling, but Bland is thriving. Matt Jones for birdie at 14 for Ripper, who are gradually climbing the pylon, but they've given themselves an awful lot of work to do to get anywhere near the podium. Bryson DeChambeau, he's in contention now on 7 under par. Spectacular stuff. A big beaming smile on the face of Bryson DeChambeau. He's one off the lead. Phil's second shot at the first. The High Flyers in 5th place. They're only 4 back of the Range Goats for a place on the podium.
Dances it around the hole.
That's Munoz, his second shot. Hole number 9. Caught up in the actual flag. Missed the flag stick. A fortunate break there.
Harold Varner with virtually the same shot that Pereira had, a little more on the upslope.
Exactly, David. Should land softer.
Delightful. That's the 10th green. You can see how close that flag is to the edge of the hazard. Munoz, difficult bunker shot. Oh, that was just beautifully played. Really courageous. Flies it onto the top level.
Here's Brooks Koepka, third shot at 7.
Left himself on the wrong side. That's pretty good from there.
This is Louis Oosthuizen for birdie at 9.
Somebody made one. He's just a shot back.
And Stinger retake the lead on 21 under par, a shot clear of Torquay. I'm not sure who's having a tougher time. Guys trying to make putts on these greens, or this fella trying to stay on his paddleboard. Now then, Brooks to get it to 7 under at the 7th. Yes. Well, well, well. Brooks Koepka 6 under par, 3 back of the leaders, but certainly not out of it. Well, Stinger now have a 2-shot lead, and Charles Schwartzel, for the first time this week, his score counts. That's because of that eagle putt for him. He is 1 under par for the tournament, but 2 under today. Well, it's tough going out there, but we are in for a thrilling finish. We have 9 holes to play in LIV Golf DC.
Well, Charles Howell III, excellent ball striker. Hadn't had his best stuff early in the week, but he's running hot on Sunday. That was for birdie at 18. This, the very next hole, number 1. That, a little one for birdie, and why not make it 3 in a row at 2? Chucky, 3 sticks, helping the Crushers get to 3rd place in the team, tied with the Goats on the podium. Andy Ogletree out at 12 on the live line to save par. Look at the kid go.
Over at the 3rd hole, David Puge with his 2nd.
Oh, work on down. Oh yeah, very nice for Torquay and David Pooge.
Now then, David Pooge for eagle at 3, which would catapult Torquay into a 1-stroke lead. And he does. Well, on a day as tight as this, it's moments like that that could be absolutely vital. Pooge to 3 under, Torquay to 22 under, seeking a second victory of the season. They lead Stinger by 1.
And it's a good time for Miro Pereira to just hit one really tight.
Like that. Varner now. He's just got to pop this up and land it on the almost right in front of him.
How much spin can he get? Oh, he got a little bit of spin.
Yes! Oh, Harold Varner! And he is 10 under par. He's got 7 to play. He leads Grace by a shot. Charles Schwartzel is counting. This is his 3rd shot at 3, the par 5 for Stinger GC. So that looks like an almost certain birdie for Schwartzel.
Stenson is 2nd at 12. That's the ball striking we're used to seeing out of Henrik Stenson when he's playing well. All right, Stenson for birdie.
There we go. I like that thing.
Our score worm, Sebastian Munoz, climbing up from the lowest point, but it's Varner still clinging to that lead.
I must admit, I was surprised me to launch one high in the air and try and pitch it by the hole. I really thought, you know, he can hit such a nice low punch shot, land it 5-10 yards short of the green and let it run up, but he chose the earlier option. But this, it's pretty quick, although it's putting into the wind. That negates it a little bit. Oh, that's just good pace.
Oh, wow, out of nowhere.
Mito Pereira will not go down lightly, and he is back to his overnight 9 under par. Torquay drop a shot. The gap is now only 1 again.
Lovely shot from Cameron Smith.
Is on the tee at 15. He ends 16, 17, 18, of course, having teed off at the first. His score is counting at the moment, level par for the day.
Oh, it's a great shot there. Being able to land that short of the hole and stop it, just a sweetie.
Now this was Munoz for birdie at 16. That could be huge. And that puts Torquay 3 clear of Stinger.
This is a 5-iron. Yeah, towards Henrik's ball, maybe a touch left.
Oh, what a great shot.
Brilliant under pressure by Harold Varner III. He is still 1 clear of Pereira and Grace.
He's going to be dying this one in, so he's going to take maximum break.
There it is.
Oh, Harold, that could be huge. HV3 will take a 2-stroke lead to the 16th.
Marty Keimer over at 5. That's for birdie. Yeah. Patrick Perez for eagle over at the 3rd.
Brandon Grace needs to make a birdie, so this is an absolutely vital second shot at the par 4.
That's a better strike than his second shot into the last. Oh, and what a kick! Oh, that could just as easily have taken one bounce and hopped over the back.
Now, can Brandon Grace just exert some pressure here on Harold Varner? This is a birdie putt at the second to tie the lead.
Yes, he can.
Not over yet. He won't go down lightly. A 66 on the final day for Brandon Grace. It may be too late for Stinger, but he has a share of the lead with Harold Varner, who is on the par 5 18th.
That should do it.
There's Warko Neiman, the captain of Torquay, Sebastian Munoz, and David Pooch. What a round for him.
And this putt for Pereira means nothing. He can't lose by 3-putt or by missing it. He's going to stay in third. That'd be par, and Torquay is going to win.
Torquay victorious for the second time this season in the team competition. A 71 for Mito Pereira, 10 under par. Torquay win by 2 over Stinger. But the gallery quietens for Harold Varner III. This for victory. Harold Varner III, an effervescent, infectious character, and he is now a LIV Golf champion. His first professional victory on US soil, and boy, he is a show of grit, steel, talent, and sheer personality on Championship Sunday. HV3 beats Brandon Grace by a single shot in DC. So this is how it ended after an enthralling day's golf. Harold Varner III is a LIV Golf champion for the very first time. 68 today, 64 on the opening day, 12 under par. Brandon Grace, 66 today, finishes a shot back. Mito Pereira takes third on 10 under par. Taylor Gooch, fellow range goat of Harold Varner's, 4 under for him. The range goats finished in third place on 19 under par. Let's check the final team standings then. Torquay 27 under par. They held off the challenge of Stinger GC by 3 shots. The range goats make their 4th consecutive podium. They really are in form. They've had 3 individual winners now. 2 for Taylor Gooch and 1 for Harold Varner III.